మేడం ఇక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చేసేయండి, స్టెప్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ నుంచి. ओम शांति। आज हमारे बीच डॉक्टर कल्पना जी है, इंडो अमेरिकन कैंसर हॉस्पिटल से आए हैं। और इनका इंडो अमेरिकन कैंसर हॉस्पिटल मालूम है ना सभी को, तो जब से वो बना तब से उसके साथ एसोसिएटेड, तो सीनियर मोस्ट। हाँ, तो मैं बोली हमारा लक है कि इतने सीनियर डॉक्टर हमारे बीच आए हैं, तो अच्छे से ताली बजाकर स्वागत प्लीज। एंड बहुत अच्छा इनको ब्रह्मा कुमारी इसका परिचय है, क्योंकि इंडो अमेरिकन के पीछे ही अपना है ना, तो बोल रहे थे राखी के लिए जो है बहनें आती थी, और खास डॉक्टर राधेश्याम भाई उनको याद कर रहे थे। तो उनके साथ और एक डॉक्टर आए हैं, डॉक्टर सुमति, तो ये योगा एंड नेचुरोपैथी के डॉक्टर हैं। एंड डॉक्टर जो है ज्यादा एडमिन में अभी इनका इन्वॉल्वमेंट है। तो या I'll give it to you. Okay, right. तो ना हम अभी अपने को बताएंगे, और काफी अनुभव होने के कारण नहीं, बिहेवियर वाइज हर चीज समझाएंगे। आपका भी वेलकम है, बहुत अच्छा है आप आए हैं। तो जो अभी आई हैंड ओवर टू डॉक्टर कल्पना जी।
लेटर बाद में ले लूंगी। I'm attending chocolate chair, that is a screen. Then I'll come there, no problem. Let me say thank you. I'm Dr. Kalpana Raghunath. I'm with the Cancer Hospital last 22 years. And we know Brahma Kumaris, you're not new to us. क्योंकि अपना inauguration की time, Brahma Kumaris, the volunteers had come, almost about 50 volunteers, and the hospital was inaugurated by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. So jab se, that time the then Chief Minister and our Chairman Kodil Garu and all, they all say, take help of Brahma Kumaris, take the help of volunteers. So, and Dr. Agarwal ji was associated with us. And if I'm correct, maybe 15 साल के पहले, maybe 14-15 years back, we conducted a meeting in one of your old buildings, earlier buildings. We conducted a camp. So this is the second time I'm coming to Himayat Nagar Brahma Kumaris. Okay. Or you want to shift that side? You can see the screen. 1 minute. ఈ స్క్రీన్ తీసేస్తే అది కనిపిస్తుంది. కెన్ యూ డూ దట్? కింద పెట్టేయచ్చు. ఒక కుర్చీ ఇచ్చేస్తారా, కింద కూర్చొని చేసేదా, ఎట్లా చేసేది?
ఇది అక్కడికైనా ఇస్తారా?
Yeah, then it becomes easy, is it not? So about the cancer, the hospital, we started with 120 beds. Everyone used to say cancer bole to kaun aayenge. But today in 22 years, 2000 June, we started the hospital. And today the beds we increased to 620 or so. Still there is a waiting list for the patients. And we feel really worried and sad the way the number of cases are increasing. So if you see the statistics, ఈ లైట్ తీసేస్తే hello, good evening all sisters and brothers. I'm Dr. Kalpana. Emma, just can you show me how to go to the screen? Then just scrolling వచ్చేస్తాను, I can do it. Just show me 1 or 2. అట్లా కదమ్మా, ఇది పైకి కిందకి ఎక్కడ ఇట్లా నేను లేదు ఇక్కడ just we like to go by the slides. ఇది కాదు మీది కాదు అట్లా కదమ్మా, how to go for the slides one after. Here I think this we can use it. No.
Can you put it on slide? Here.
అక్కర్లేదమ్మా, just we say అట్లా కదమ్మా, how to go to the next one.
That's okay.
Okay. I think so my name is there. I already told you. Then I will show who started the idea of starting the cancer hospital. Is a late late N.T. Ramarao Garu, the very well-known actor and the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, combined Andhra Pradesh. His wife had cancer. And those days, there were not many hospitals or not modern facilities. So she was taken to America for treatment. Her name is Baswatarakam. So nice of her. And there are a lot of Indian doctors, specialists in abroad, especially America. A lot of Telugu doctors settled there in big position. So she expressed, like, because I am a chief minister's wife, I could come here. What about a common man's wife? That is a noble thought, is it not? Itna दूसरों के लिए सोचना भी बड़ी बात है. So she asked those doctors, why don't you start a hospital in India, in Andhra Pradesh? For women and children are neglected lot. घर में क्या होता है जब आदमी को बीमार होता है, because he goes to the doctor, the wife may not tell, sometimes financial problems bhi hota hai. So she said, you start a hospital for women and children. But when we started the hospital with so many modern facilities, then members said, why men should be denied? Because jab suvidha banai hai, advanced technology laya India mein. So that's how the hospital started. So the credit goes to that noble lady and her husband. Now coming to cancer, usually what we say, what is cancer? Everyone knows about the word cancer. So it is what happens in our body, like there are various organs. Everyone knows there is a heart, there is a kidney, there is a brain. Aisa bahut avayav hai, organs are there. And every organ is made of lots of cells. Jeev kan bolte na. Cell is the smallest part in the body, but works independently. And every cell, the brain cells are different, the blood cells are different. So there are various cells. Even your hair, it is composed of cells. And when the भगवान ने बनाया हम लोगों को, वो बड़ा computer master है. He had designed in such a way, every cell is given certain job. एक काम दिया गया है और एक time भी दिया है. Like you all know now, blood, you know, blood, there are red blood cells, white blood cells. So they have lifespan. जैसा अपना lifespan है. Somebody may live 50 years, 70 years, 80 years. Now we say the average lifespan has gone above 65 in India, lucky. And now people, we are seeing 80s also. So these cells are given a particular job and particular lifespan, and they multiply. जैसा कि पुराना cells चले गया, नया cells आ जाता है. Like the hair is growing, is it not? Nails are growing, which you can see. But शरीर के अंदर भी blood cells का. But this program gets disturbed. क्या होता है, कभी उसको कोई नुकसान दिया गया है. And every cell needs oxygen for a good functioning. Every cell needs nutrition. जैसे आप लोग सबको पता है, vitamins है, proteins है, carbohydrates है. पानी भी चाहिए, हवा भी चाहिए. The most important thing is oxygen. Can we close the nose and sit? How long? बिना खाना रुक सकते, बिना पानी रुक सकते, but बिना oxygen, प्राणवायु. But when these cells are denied or somebody is irritating you, किसी ने आपको तकलीफ दिया तो आप चुप नहीं रहते ना, you start fighting, beating. So the cells, when they are irritated or agitated for any reason, unknown reasons, they start multiplying. वो number बढ़ती जाती है. Then they become like a tumor, mass बोलते हैं. जो tumors which you can see, sometimes you may see किसी के forehead में, हाथ में है, but all tumors are not cancers. We call benign, means simple. Thyroid किसी को बढ़ गया है, so it can be benign. When it is cancer, we call it malignant. That is a difference. So what can cause this irritation? You can go to that. This is the hospital entrance. This is what I'm telling. Cancer. The number of cases, like we say, when in one hospital we have to increase the beds from 120 to 600. सोच लीजिए क्या हो रहा है दुनिया में. So if you can see, 120 lakh people every year are diagnosed with cancer. And when it comes to India alone, now 9 to 10 lakhs of new cases are added. And in our hospital, in the last 20 years, we have registered more than 2.5 lakh patients. Registration means ek bar, not that the patient comes repeatedly, but the new cases are registered 2.5 lakhs in one hospital. So epidemic bolte means जब बहुत सारे बीमारियां एक बीमारी ज्यादा बढ़ रही उसको एपिडेमिक बोलते हैं. जैसा कभी सडनली मलेरिया आ गया, डेंगू आ गया. No, it may take the epidemic form. So we have to control it. To control any problem, we should know the root cause. क्यों हो रही है और उसको कैसा हटाना है, उसको कैसे कंट्रोल करना है. That is called prevention. Prevention is better than cure. Is it not? So एक बीमारी आने के पहले उसको रोक दिया तो आपका you will not suffer, your family will not suffer, पैसा खर्चा भी नहीं होता है, and you don't feel mentally upset also. Is it not? Health is wealth. So in same thing we had put in wherever possible in Telugu, because sometimes we go to villages also. So this is, so when it comes to our Telugu speaking state, like no Telangana and Andhra now, 1 lakh new cases are added every year. भैया नहीं जा रहे, can you just आगे नहीं बढ़ रही. So now we have to know what are the common causes of cancer. It is not moving. So the most common causes cancer is tobacco. 40 to 50% of cancers are due to tobacco use. It can be in any form. It can be a BD, cigarette, it can be a pan parag or masala, whatever it is, kaini. So tobacco is the worst and proven cause. And next comes your alcohol, the liver problems. It is not only liver, but it can affect the total system. If you go into detail, it takes many classes, basics. Then there are certain infections. Now today, because the ladies are more, we try to focus more on the women cancers, but common cancers also we should know. Hello. So to create awareness, लोगों को समझाने के लिए, we have to say create cancer awareness. लोगों को समझाना कि कैंसर क्या है, कैसा रोकना है. So the awareness tells what is cancer. Oh, okay, ma. Okay, that is good. No, yeah, yeah. Then let it be little. That is enough. So what are the common causes of cancer? You jump, madam. As I told you, the tobacco, alcohol, infections, pollution. No, we'll go ahead, no problem. Emma, can I go? Don't worry, we'll continue to talk. Let it come, then we will see. Huh? We'll mix it, Amma. Okay. Huh? 3 language formula. Okay, so common causes, karanalu emtante, as I told you, one is tobacco, pogaku, then comes the alcohol, then there are certain infections which we can do, then your adulterated food, then air pollution, and then your lifestyle. Okay. So what we do in the cancer awareness camps or in these lectures, we tell what is cancer. Cancer ante enti, cancer enduku ostadi, cancer ni elaga cheyali, cancer treatment. Most of the time emodante cancer andagane people are scared. After diagnosis also, they do not come to the doctor. They go to the doctor, doctor tells you have cancer, but they won't come. Amo radiation, amo chemo. So that is called a myth. A bhayam kuda manam tolaginchali. Cancer is also like any of the diseases. ఏదైనా జబ్బు వచ్చినప్పుడు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి ఎట్లా వెళ్తామో అలానే క్యాన్సర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా వెళ్ళి మనం ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకోవాలి. సో టు డిస్పెల్ ద ఫియర్ ఆఫ్ క్యాన్సర్, ఆ మనసులోంచి బాగా తీసేయాలి. నెక్స్ట్ లేదమ్మా, దట్ ఇస్ ఆల్ ఓవర్. అది పెన్ డ్రైవ్ ఇందులో పెట్టేయండి, వచ్చేస్తుంది. టు బి ఫ్రాంక్, యు నీడ్ నాట్ it is linked to the screen. So then we say, what are the common cancers in India? The common cancers among the men, because they are the most tobacco users, are majority are the men. Common cancers and notelo cancer. A notelo, it may start with the lips, from where they hold the cigarette. Is it not? lips, it can be tongue, nalika meedo undochu, angite undochu inside. Then pharynx, larynx. Larynx is a sound box. So this can be wherever that the chemicals pass through the tobacco, whichever goes when you chew it. Namili tintar kada, at least cigarettes, half the things go out. When you chew it and kaini antaru, me pan masala antaru. The throughout the root, starting from mouth nunchi, gontulo nunchi, pegul nunchi, annit meeda effect untundi, including the kidneys. So that comes to the majority of the major cause in men. Then when it comes to the women, we'll go to the women's cancers. The commonest cancer in women nowadays, we see a large number of cancer is cancer breast, cancer cervix. Cancer cervix ante गर्भाशय मुखद्वाराనికి సంబంధించింది బచ్చేదానికి उसके ऊपर है उसको कैंसर सर्विक्स बोलते हैं. And then ovary, अंडाशय बोलते हैं, where the ovum is produced. Endometrium is the uterus proper, गर्भाशय का. So these are the common cancers in women concerned. And a problem क्या होता है, because the ladies, they are shy. They won't tell the symptoms to the family members. छिपा के रहते हैं, इंట్లో ఎవరికి చెప్పరు. ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా కూడా అది రొమ్ములో గడ్డ ఉన్నా చెప్పరు, లేదా తెల్లబట్ట అవుతున్నా చెప్పరు, ఇర్రెగ్యులర్ పీరియడ్స్ ఉన్నా, కడుపులో నొప్పి ఉన్నా పోలే పర్వాలేదు. దే హైడ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ లాంగ్. ఇఫ్ క్యాన్సర్ ఈస్ డిటెక్టెడ్ ఎర్లీ, it can be treated completely. Most of the time ఏమవుతుందంటే క్యాన్సర్ the second, third stage, fourth stage కి వచ్చాక అప్పుడు నొప్పి తెలుస్తుంది. క్యాన్సర్లో ఇంకొక ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే ఇనీషియల్ స్టేజెస్లో క్యాన్సర్లో నొప్పి ఉండదు. దర్द नहीं होता है most of the cancers. पता नहीं चलता है, वो अंदर ही बढ़ते जाता है. So that is another problem why people won't come for. So how to do that? You have to do periodical health checkups. When especially as you are growing, as we are growing older, with each decade, बोलते 10 साल का उम्र बढ़ते जा रहे, हर साल उम्र बढ़ते जा रहे, कैंसर आने का चांसेस भी बढ़ते जाते हैं. So as we are crossing 35, 40, 45, annual medical health checkup is a must for everyone, whether you are rich or poor, men or women. Annual health medical checkup से पता चलता है. यूजुअली हम सोचते हैं कि जब तकलीफ नहीं है डॉक्टर के पास क्या जाना है. कुछ बीमारियां ऐसा होता है अंदर छुपा रहता है. When the doctor is talking to you, we call it history taking. डॉक्टर पूछता है कैसा है, क्या है, आपका फैमिली में कितने लोग हैं, माँ बाप को कुछ तकलीफ हुआ, क्या बीमारी हुआ. ना सब जानते हैं आप लोग. शुगर पेरेंट्स को तो माँ बाप को तो आ सकता है, उतना तो नॉलेज आ चुका है. बीपी है तो आ सकता है. ऐसे ही तरह कैंसर भी आ सकता है, बट वो डर से जीने की जरूरत नहीं है. Around 5% can be genetically inherited. जैसा अपना हाइट, वेट, कलर सब माँ बाप से लाते हैं ना, अपना बुजुर्गों से, ये बीमारी का चांसेस भी उसी जीन्स में आता है. See, the cells have the DNA, the genes are there. The genes control everything finally. बट ये नहीं सोचना कि वो किसी के घर में किसी को हुआ, फिर वो डर से जीना नहीं है. It is has to alert you. अपना జాగ్రత్త పడాలి, ముందు జాగ్రత్తగా తీసుకొని ఇట్లా మదర్కి ఇలా అయింది, ఫాదర్కి ఇలా అయింది, డాక్టర్ గారు మీరు సలహా ఏంటి, आप क्या बोलते हैं, क्या सलाह देते हैं, क्या टेस्ट कराना है. ऐसा कोई चीज नहीं कि हम ना पूरा दुनिया के बाद टेस्ट सबको नहीं कर सकते, नहीं करना भी नहीं है. समझ में आ गया? So you have to go, when you go to the doctor, you have to tell, do you have any problem, especially when it comes to the see a breast lump, you have to check the breasts. कोई छाती में कोई lump जैसा अपने will go directly. This is called self breast examination बोलते हैं. So ladies को बोलते हैं सब. अभी आजकल ना even we are seeing young ladies with a cancer problem. So we train every girl, every college going girl, every lady, everyone should be taught how to do self-breast examination. This is to be done after the periods. Every month, like महीने आने के बाद, periods आने के बाद, 5th or 6th day, you just, when you take the bath with a soap hand, you can just feel the breast की. If you feel anything ऐसा कि घाट जैसा कुछ लग रहे हैं, स्किन में कोई चेंजेस है, निपल से कुछ निकल रहे जैसा पानी जैसा, दूध जैसा, खून ऐसा, ये ना, ये शर्माने के कोई बात नहीं. इट इज साइंस. Understand? Nothing to feel bad. These are all signs. Whether what you learn today or what you know today, many of you may be knowing also, but you can communicate with your family members. You can educate your servant maid. You can educate your neighbor. The knowledge is for spreading. Is it not? That is creating awareness. But you should not see कि ये अभी ये शाम को बिठा के क्या बता रहे. Because when we see the patients, recently we have seen a young girl whose engagement date was fixed because she was working in some hospital nursing homes. Kabhi we put all the pamphlets, no. She felt a lump. When we did the biopsy, unfortunately it turned cancer. We told, don't hide it, postpone your marriage, take the treatment. She had her surgery. She's an engineering student, final year student. So you have to be little aware. Then in case of women whose menses have stopped, senior ladies, what you can do, you fix every 1st of every month or 5th of एक कोई date लगा के. Because we had seen, when we had been conducting such awareness classes, camps, last 20 years, we have covered more than 2.5 lakh people. We have conducted about 1200 camps. But we see people coming and telling, Madam, उस दिन आपने ऐसा बताया. We had the treatment. We are seeing the follow-up for 15 years. The lady coming with a grandchild. So then we feel happy we are doing something good to the society. So when you feel any change in the size of the breast, any nodule or any lump and guard से ऐसा कुछ पता चला है, then not only breast, you have to check the axilla. खंदे के नीचे भी, just feel with the hands. There are some lymph nodes बोलते हैं. So if you feel anything there also, go to the nearest doctor or family doctor. डरना नहीं. Clear your doubts. Then they advise, there are something called mammography. If the lady is above the age of 45, they do mammography bolte hain. It is one type of X-ray. If the lady is below 45, you do sonomammography. वो करने के बाद the doctor feels there is a small lump or big lump or whatever it is, we have to do fine needle aspiration. वो needle से, like a syringe and needle, we do it is an OP procedure. They take few cells from that and check under a microscope. That shows whether it is anything suspicious, cancer हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है, normal. There can be normal fibroadenoma बोलते हैं, fibroadenosis बोलते हैं, changes sometimes, no. After the camp, no, many people get a fear, madam इधर ऐसा हो रहा है, ऐसा हो रहा है. But it may not be. It is a normal hormonal changes भी होता है. जैसा periods के पहले थोड़ा छाती में some people feel the tightness जैसा लगता है, गांठ जैसा लगता है. That's why we tell check it after the periods. There are female hormones, estrogen and progesterone. There are two hormones which, control the breastfeeding, lactation, pregnancy. They're all controlled by the hormones. Then when we come to the cervical cancer, the breast cancer nowadays, usually we see like every organ is given a function. Breast function, though we all take it is a beauty also for a lady. The main function is feeding the baby. बच्चों को दूध पिलाना. That is the भगवान ने उसका वो function दिया है. But unfortunately, nowadays, what is happening? Late marriages and late childbirth, or they're limiting to one child or two children. And the feeding habits have changed. Working ladies bhag daud mein hai. Earlier, the mother used to feed the child for maybe 8 months, 9 months. We see the progesterone levels. Progesterone protects against the breast cancer. Estrogen, uska bahut science hai sab. But the lactating mother, the feeding mother who had a early marriages, timely marriages, who had, so the chances of cancer are less, breast cancer are less. And the obesity, nowadays, see, the things have changed now. In India, the paying capacity has become, earning capacity has become, the fat foods we are consuming more. So the fatty people and who do not have physical exercise, lack of exercise, obesity, late marriages, not feeding the children, they're all risk factors. Then comes the hormones, your pills use kar rahe, you see left, right advertisement in the TVs, which is not good. When a lady wants to take hormonal pills, contraceptive pills, हमेशा डॉक्टर से पूछने के बाद, चेकअप होने के बाद ही लेना है. And that is not a permanent measure of family planning. It is only a temporary measure. So these are all the causes which are precipitating breast cancer. Then yes, in the family history is there, a mother has, or sisters have, or auntie, blood relations ko hai to, you have to start having the annual medical checkup. It is always safe. When it comes to cervical cancer, one of the common cause is we call human papilloma virus, HPV virus बोलते. ये virus कीटाणु जैसा bacteria virus आंख से नहीं दिखा देते हैं. So there are certain viruses in the ladies, the HPV virus causes cervical cancer. So in abroad, not only now, more than 15-20 years, they are giving the vaccination. लड़कियों को वो बड़ी होने मेनार्की के पहले 3 doses वैक्सीन देते हैं. At least in India, we say before starting the marriage or before marriage, if they take the vaccines, it protects the cervical cancer. It is available now, but it's not on a mass scale. So people who are educated, who are aware, they go and take at the age of 12, 13, 14, लड़कियों को दे सकते. What are the symptoms? The white discharge, सफेद पानी होता है बोलते हैं ना. So it can be due to fungal infection also. It's a common thing in young ladies. A certain amount of infections do come and all. But see a lady doctor if it is continuous for a longer time. The internal checkup, they do it, checkup karke, and then we do pap smear. We can take a smear, lopal nunchi test chestam. Chesi, we put under anything, whether you say cancer, infection, not cancer, you have to check it under a microscope. Microscope के नीचे देखने के बाद ही हम बोलना ये है ही नहीं है बीमारी. जब बीमारी है ही नहीं बोलना भी गलत है पेशेंट के लिए. जब बीमार नहीं है बोलना भी गलत है. So we have to be very careful. The pathologist, the specially trained doctor checks the slide. Whether आप needle biopsy दिया, biopsy सब जानते हैं what is biopsy. वो microscope के नीचे देख के वो बता देते. So another, that is pap smear is advised for all married women every year. It's not a very costly thing. Any gynecologist, any health worker can do it, but it should be checked by the pathologist. When the reports come, whether it is a mammography report, pap smear report, blood report, keep it with you in the medical record. Maybe sometimes after 10 years you go, he said, उस समय कुछ नहीं बोला. Let the doctor see it. So these are all awareness things. And for the cancer of cervix, if it is detected early, pap smear से ये फायदा है कि 4-5 साल पहले ही हम वो सेल चेंजेस जिस लेडी में उसमें वेरियस ग्रेड्स होता है. So the doctor can say इस लेडी को होने का चांसेस है, तो विल कॉशन देम, और दे मे डू बायोप्सी, उधर से भी टुकड़ा लेके वो टेस्ट करते हैं. देन कम्स द ओवेरियन कैंसर्स. ओवरीज बोले तो अंडाशय, यहाँ से जब बच्चे पैदा होने के लिए यू नीड द ओवम फ्रॉम द लेडी एंड द स्पर्म फ्रॉम द मैन. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देयर स्मॉल स्ट्रक्चर्स, इतना ही रहता है वो, मे बी 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. 2 ovaries are there. Is it working? Can you go to the next? These are all the common cancers which we already told. Breast we have covered. Go to next, Amma. This is the breast structure. You can see these are glandular structure बोलते हैं, जहाँ से दूध पैदा होता है, supporting fibrous tissue. Sometimes वो fibrous tissue में भी कुछ changes आता है, but is benign. Go to the next. This is the self breast examination. स्वीय परीक्षा बोलते हैं. जैसे I was telling you, you do it every month after the periods. Now this is the female reproductive jananendriya bolte hai na. So the center one, you can see the uterus and ovaries on both sides, andashay bolte, and cervix is the lower part. So these are the 3 areas. Cervical cancer is very common, but which doctor can check it. OP check करने से पता चलता कि when the doubt is there, then they advise you for biopsy, CT scan, ultrasound. वो सब बाद में आता है. पहले check is more important. The ovaries का भी when we do the checkup, an experienced doctor को ये पता चलता है कि just with the OPD में, clinic में, she can do the checkup and say whether the ovary is normal size, uterus normal size, fallopian cervix healthy. अल्ट्रासाउंड का इतना भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ता है. जब डाउट इज देयर, देन वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट. समझ में आ गया? सो दैट इज व्हाट वी से. बट दीज ओवरीज आर वेरी मिस्chievous. Ovarian cancer silently they grow inside. Most of the time the patients come only when there is already पेट फूला है, पानी जम गया है, पेट दर्द है, that they will come late. But again the solution is annual health checkup to catch it in time. Is it not? Next, please. These are what are the risk factors for cervix? Cancer cervix is seen in mostly the poor people, poor villagers, where they don't have proper facilities for cleaning, lack of knowledge, जानता भी नहीं है, और छोटे सी उम्र में शादी होता है, repeated abortions भी होता है, डिलीवरी जब होता है उसके बाद भी hygiene नहीं रहता है. So the poor hygiene and then the infection. Hygiene, poor hygiene, मतलब when there is शुभ्रता नहीं है, cleanliness లేనప్పుడు వస్తుంది. And then another is HIV infection, AIDS सब जानते हैं. So again, if the husband has multiple partners, unfortunately, or the sex workers, they are all more for CA cervix. Again, it is preventable. You educate them, उसको समझाइए, बताइए क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. So you can always educate. That is called health education. Everyone should know, whether a man, woman, especially the younger generation, they should know it. Then, like, what are the symptoms? I told the white discharge, सफेद पानी होना है, बीच में periods के बीच में दर्द होना है, bleeding होना है. They all come much later. But anything, any doubt, see the doctor. Don't make a self-diagnosis. खुद हम नहीं सोचा ना हमें कुछ नहीं होता है. उतना भी confidence रहना, but उतना over confidence नहीं रहना. जब तकलीफ है जाइए डॉक्टर के पास. Then endometrium, like that is your uterus है ना, गर्भाशय के अंदर भी हो सकता है. But again, this is seen more in the later ages, after 40, 50s and all. And it is not very common, fortunately, but is seen in obese people again. Obesity is bad for anything, not only for heart, BP सब जानते हैं, but obesity, again these hormones, we say जो लोग fat रहता है, उसको fat cells से ये estrogen पैदा होता है. There are all lot of signs. So obesity is bad, lack of exercise is bad, lack of fiber diet is fab diet, and also Mati will take it. So this, if anybody has a pain abdomen or bleeding or spotting जैसा महीना रुकने के बाद होता है, you should see the doctor. The simple test is they may do an ultrasound, but they have to do DNC. DNC सब जानते हैं मुझे, but DNC is done for various reasons. But if any की बीच में irregular bleeding हो रहा है, you have to see. This all we covered it already. Next, the another common nowadays we are seeing is CA colon and rectum. वो malaशय बोलते हैं ना, large intestines का. Earlier it used to be only in people in non-vegetarians, alcoholics, gents, ऐसा था. But nowadays we are seeing maybe the reason is the amount of pesticides we are using, chemicals we are using. The pani, जो पानी में pollution may be there, the pollution in the air, and food preservatives. Frozen foods are bad for colon, intestines के लिए अच्छा नहीं है. कभी एक बार खा लिया 2 महीने में नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कि फ्रिज भर के रख दिया वही निकाल के खा लिया. नो, द प्रेजेंट जनरेशन अपने बच्चे को ज्यादा नुकसान दे रहे हम लोग. हमारा जिंदगी तो फॉर्चुनेटली इधर तक आ गया है. But the present generation, the chip packets, we say chips में, when they do in high heat, no, there are a lot of coal tar products and all come. And he uses the same oil, ubal ke deta hai. Is it not? And everything we say, chicken wings freezer में रखा है, ये भी freezer में रखा है, पनीर भी freezer में रखा है. हमारा हैदराबाद में स्पेशली और इंडिया में स्पेशली हैदराबाद में साल भर सब चीज मिलता है. आप फ्रिज में भरने का कोई जरूरत नहीं. फ्रिज ऐसा हो गया ना, ये स्टेटस सिंबल हो गए. बड़ा सा फ्रिज लिया, छोटा सा बन फ्रंट टू डबल डोर, ट्रिपल डोर, डबल का, और खरीदने के बाद क्या करना, उसको भरना है. That's what, no, we don't need it, to be frank. Your vegetables are available, eggs are available, milk is available. So the children, we feel so sad when we started the hospital. We kept only 5 beds for the children. Now today, any day, there are 65 children with cancer undergoing treatment there. And we don't have enough beds. And when you see them, देखिए बड़े लोग आ गया, वेदांत बोलते हैं कि उम्र हो गया, ये हो गया, उसका ये आदत है, ये आदत है. ये बच्चों को पेरेंट्स पूछते हैं, मैडम ये बच्चे को क्या आदत है? So the one is the maybe polluted air. Now we say the biggest pest, Panjagutta is the highest pollution. All these benzene levels, carbon monoxide, the fumes आ जाता है ना गाड़ी से. So they're all leukemias. Children, the leukemias, blood cancers are very common. And another thing, the poor people, you can see always hospital आने के बाद भी उसको डोसे खिला रहे newspaper में. What is the print material? Is the lead. Printing material is the lead. Lead again is this thing. And another is passive smoking. एक छोटा कमरे में पापा पी रहे बीड़ी सिगरेट, स्पेशली मौसम खराब है, खिड़की बंद कर दिया, बारिश आ रही, so you will start. So the passive smoking बोलते, active smoker is जो सिगरेट खुद पी रहे, वो जो बीबी बच्चे हैं वही कमरे में और माँ बाप है, they are passive smokers. उसको ज्यादा नुकसान होता है. Sometimes we call sudden infant death syndrome. जैसा महीने के बच्चा है वो कमरे में बिना कोई वार्निंग, he dies in the sleep, carbon monoxide poisoning. और बोलते, हम बोलते कि भूत प्रेत हुआ, हवा आ गया. हवा नहीं आया, धुआं आ गया. Is it not? So these are all the facts. Somebody has to tell them. So the passive smoking is as harmless. That's what our medical oncologist is telling. एक जगह, when we were student, they used to say lung cancer is only seen in men. Lung cancer is only seen in smoker. Now we are equally seeing in women also. One is the pollution. Another is the passive smoking. Shall we stop at this? Tell me. because Sumati has to, she will talk. So what we have to do is, one is our lifestyle, our food habits, the lady of the house. आप सब लोग पूरा परिवार का हेल्थ का जिम्मेदार है, अपना परिवार का जिम्मेदारी हमारे पास है. हम ऐसा है, आज बोले तो वी ऑलवेज थिंक ऑफ आवर पेरेंट्स. मम्मी कभी जो खाना बच गया है, शी नेवर केप्ट फॉर नेक्स्ट डे. द सेम डे शी यूज्ड टू गिव टू द सर्वेंट, बुला के उसको दे देती. And my father used to, every day evening snack is a fruits. Otherwise तो मूंगफली और गुड़. Used to come back from home, if कुछ नहीं बनाया घर का, so the one is मूंगफली and fruit, she used to put in a paper, we eat and run. So the fruits now we buy packets, fruit juice लेते हैं. So preservatives, to keep anything, food preservatives, coloring agents, frozen foods, and polluted water, chemicals, they're all adding to lot of cancers. Otherwise there won't be so many cases in one hospital alone. Now every hospital is starting a cancer wing. Okay, so I think I conveyed something useful to you people. कुछ समझ में आ गया? We'll sometime again we'll meet someday. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. कल्पना गारू. So अभी डॉक्टर सुमति नेचुरोपैथी और योगा उसके ऊपर बताएंगे. आप लोगों को क्वेश्चंस भी हो सकते हैं, डाउट्स भी हो सकते हैं. तो डॉक्टर्स तो है ही, लेकिन पहले अभी डॉक्टर सुमति का सुनेंगे, उसके बाद
One thing what we did in our hospital, though it is a cancer hospital, there were so many senior doctors were involved. Some of them are no more now. So they felt it should be a holistic approach. सब तरह से health को बचाना है. So we started a center after 3 years. We call it Add Life, with yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda, aerobics, and gym. They said nowhere it is like that. And I take care of that also. So that is not to, the concept is prevention of disease, promotion of health. So when we see youngsters, the yoga classes start there at 5:45 in the morning. And evening again we have yoga classes. The gym starts at 5:45. We have facilities for inpatients and outpatients in Ayurveda, naturopathy. That is open for all. Not like cancer alone. For cancer patients, ko kuch like no supportive, we say complementing. So इसी से और उसको कुछ फायदा हो सके तो वो भी अच्छा है ना. So that's what the concept of Add Life. Start अमा. कुछ
You want me to sit there? Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Namaste. So, the intention of this program is everybody is suffering with a lot of health issues, day-to-day elements, and everything is turning into lot of, we are from the Cancer Institute. So most of the cases are turning into cancers. So we just want to give you that awareness and how to get rid of that and prevent that with the naturopathy and yoga. It's all like, it's a simple lifestyle procedures. So where Telugu, okay. Yeah. Prakriti Vaidyamu, nature cure and yoga. వీటన్నిటితో మనం రెగ్యులర్గా మన లైఫ్ స్టైల్ వాటిలో చేంజ్ చేసుకున్నట్లయితే చాలా వరకు డిసీజెస్ని ప్రివెంట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. తర్వాత ఇన్ కేస్ క్రానిక్ డిసీజెస్ అయినా కానీ వాటిల్లో నుంచి మనము ఈ రెగ్యులర్ మన జీవన శైలి మార్చుకున్నట్లయితే సో వాటిని చాలా వరకు కరెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. నౌ ఈవెన్ ప్రివెన్షన్ ఆఫ్ క్యాన్సర్, క్యాన్సర్ రాకుండా కూడా మనం ఎలా తీసుకోవచ్చు మేడం చెప్పారు ఇప్పుడు. డైట్ మెయిన్ పార్ట్. సో ఆహారంలో చాలా వరకు మనం మార్పులు చేసుకున్నట్లయితే, అంటే స్టోర్డ్ ఫుడ్స్, ఇవి మీకు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఫుడ్స్ అన్ని కూడా యాడ్ అయ్యేటప్పటికి మనకి ఎక్కువ వరకు క్యాన్సర్ కి ఇదవుతుంది. సో వాటిల్లో కూడా అది ప్రివెంట్ చేసుకోవడానికి, ఆర్ ఈవెన్ ఒకవేళ వచ్చినా కానీ కొంతవరకు డైట్స్ ఏం తీసుకోవచ్చు అనేది కూడా చేయొచ్చు. అండ్ బిఫోర్ దాట్ ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు సే, ఇఫ్ యూ ఫాలో 5 health principles in life, so you can prevent lot of diseases. First one is you have to take lot of water. How many glasses of water you are drinking every day? Can you tell me? 3 liters. Okay, nowadays everybody is aware of that, so we are drinking, now people are conscious and they are drinking water. So నీళ్ళు ఎక్కువ తాగాలి, మంచినీళ్ళు ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవాలి. మంచినీళ్ళు ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవటం వలన మన డైజెషన్ ప్రాసెస్ బాగుంటుంది, బాడీ టెంపరేచర్ మెయింటైన్ అవుతుంది, మనం తీసుకున్న ఆహారం అంతా కూడా ఎలిమినేషన్, అంటే ఎక్కువ వరకు కాన్స్టిపేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది వాటర్ ఎక్కువ తీసుకోకపోతే మీరు. సో కాన్స్టిపేషన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. కాన్స్టిపేషన్ ఇస్ ద రూట్ కాజ్ ఫర్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద డిసీజెస్. సో కోలన్ క్యాన్సర్స్ చెప్పారు, ఇప్పుడు చాలా వరకు మిగతావి రెస్పిరేటరీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కానీ, బాడీలో వాటర్ కంటెంట్ సరిగా లేకపోతే మిగతావన్నీ కూడా వస్తాయి. అంటే చర్మానికి సంబంధించిన వ్యాధులు కానీ, కిడ్నీల్లో ప్రాపర్గా, మనం డయాబెటిక్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, సో కిడ్నీస్ లో నుంచి యూరిన్ ప్రాపర్ గా పోవాలి అంటే వాటర్ ఇంటేక్ ఫ్లో, టాక్సిన్స్ అన్ని కూడా బయటకు వెళ్ళాలంటే వాటర్ ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవాలి. సో మనం రెస్పిరేషన్ అంటే బాడీలో హీట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు రెస్పిరేటరీ ప్రాసెస్ ఇవన్నీ వీటన్నిటికీ కూడా వాటర్ ఇంటేక్ అనేది చాలా అవసరం, ఫస్ట్ వన్. అండ్ దెన్ ఆహారం, మనం ఇంటర్మీడియట్ గా చాలా సార్లు మనం తీసుకునే ఆహారము 2 cooked meals తీసుకోవాలి. అండ్ రిమైనింగ్ యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఫ్రూట్స్ ఆర్ వెజిటబుల్స్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఎవ్రీడే, మనం చేయాల్సింది. సో కానీ మనం ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ గా తీసుకోవడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, మీరు జస్ట్ టేక్ ఏ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ మిక్సీ. సో హౌ యూ డూ ఇట్, గ్రైండ్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు మధ్య మధ్యలో వేస్తే అది ప్రాపర్ గా గ్రైండ్ అవుతుందా, ఒకేసారి వేస్తాం. సో ఆ టైమింగ్స్, అది మనం మినిమం 3 to 4 hours ఆఫ్ గ్యాప్ అనేది ఉండటం చాలా అవసరం. సో మార్నింగ్ అండ్ ఈవినింగ్ 2 cooked meals తీసుకొని ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ఫ్రూట్స్ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే అవి ఈజీగా డైజెస్ట్ అవుతాయి. సో అది మంచిది, అంటే ఇన్ జనరల్ హెల్త్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ఫాలో అవడానికి. సో ఒకసారి క్యాన్సర్ యా నెక్స్ట్ ది పెట్టండి. క్యాన్సర్ లో తీసుకోవాల్సిన, ఐ థింక్ వీ హ్యావ్ షార్ట్ టైమ్, ఐ జస్ట్ గో విత్ ద క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెన్షన్ డైట్స్ ఏమేమి తీసుకోవచ్చో చెప్పి తర్వాత గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ ప్లీజ్. అక్కడ ఇస్తున్నారు, ఇక్కడ రావట్లేదు. కెన్ యూ జస్ట్ అడ్జస్ట్, ఇట్ విల్ బి ఈజీ ఫర్ మీ. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ రావట్లేదు. సో డైటరీ మోడిఫికేషన్స్, గుడ్ న్యూట్రిషన్ డైట్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్, అంటే బ్రెస్ట్ క్యాన్సర్ లో చాలా వరకు ఏమేమి డైట్స్ తీసుకోవచ్చు అనే దానికి ఇస్తున్నారా ఇక్కడ? ఎక్కువ వరకు మనం స్వీట్స్ ఒకటి, ఆయిలీ ఐటమ్స్, ఫ్రైడ్ ఫుడ్స్, సో ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కువ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే అవి అంటే మంచిది కాదు, ఇట్స్ నాట్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ద క్యాన్సర్స్. బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ డైట్ అంటే ఎలిమినేషన్ ఆఫ్ టాక్సిన్స్ అక్యుములేట్స్ త్రూ ఈటింగ్ ఎక్సెస్ స్వీట్స్ అవి తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఉంటుంది. బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ డైట్ లో మెయిన్ గా మనకి బాడీ బిల్డింగ్ ఫుడ్స్ అండ్ మెటబాలిక్ బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ కోసం స్ప్రెడ్డింగ్ క్యాన్సర్స్ చేయనివి తీసుకోవాలి. 1 second, నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ ప్లీజ్. యా, ఎక్కువ వరకు మనం తీసుకోవాల్సిన డైట్ హోల్ గ్రెయిన్స్, అంటే నవేడేస్ ఎవ్రీబడి స్విచ్చింగ్ ఆన్ టు ద మిల్లెట్స్ ఆర్ బ్రౌన్ రైస్ ఇవి తీసుకుంటున్నారు. దానిలో ఉన్నట్లయితే యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ విటమిన్స్ అండ్ మినరల్స్. సో దట్ ఈస్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ యువర్ డైట్, నాట్ దట్ మైదా ప్రిపరేషన్స్ కానీ, లేకపోతే వైట్ రైస్ అంటే కంప్లీట్ గా పాలిష్డ్ రైస్ ఇవి తీసుకోవటం మంచిది కాదు. ఫైబర్ కంటెంట్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నట్లయితే మీకు ఎలిమినేషన్ ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది, మోషన్ ఫ్రీ అవుతుంది. సో యూ విల్ బి ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ క్యాన్సర్స్. బీన్స్, ప్రోటీన్ డైట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో బీన్స్ అండ్ నట్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవాలి. ఎడిబుల్ సీడ్స్ చాలా వరకు అంటే ధాన్యాలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా, పల్సెస్ అన్ని మీకు బాయిల్డ్ పల్సెస్ ఎక్కువ మనం స్నాక్స్ ఎక్కువ తీసుకుంటూ ఉంటాం, దాని బదులు బాయిల్డ్ పల్సెస్ కానీ అలాంటి ఎక్కువ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే మంచిది. ఫ్రూట్స్ అండ్ వెజిటబుల్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెంటివ్ ఫుడ్స్. నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ ప్లీజ్. చూడండి, వీటిల్లో బ్రౌన్ రైస్ ఒకటి, మిల్లెట్స్, ఓట్స్, అయితే మార్నింగ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ లో ఫ్రూట్స్ పెట్టుకొని అండ్ దెన్ లంచ్ ఎర్లీ లంచ్ చేసే వాళ్ళు అయితే ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. చేసి దెన్ నైట్ యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ మేబీ పుల్కా ఆర్ లైట్ డిన్నర్. డిన్నర్ షుడ్ బి లైట్. సో అంటారు కదా మార్నింగ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ షుడ్ బి లైక్ ఎ కింగ్ అని. అది మీరు బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ అంటే లాంగ్ గ్యాప్ తర్వాత ఎక్కువ గుడ్ ఫుడ్ తీసుకుంటే మంచిది అది. సో డైటరీస్ ఫ్రూట్స్ లో సిట్రస్ ఫ్రూట్స్ లో కివీ ఉంది, మ్యాంగో, స్ట్రాబెర్రీస్, బ్లూబెర్రీస్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇప్పుడు దొరుకుతున్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు మనకి కాస్ట్ తక్కువలోనే దొరుకుతున్నాయి. ఆర్ మన బ్లాక్ గ్రేప్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, దట్ ఈస్ మోర్ క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెంటివ్ ఫ్రూట్స్. మనం బయట నుంచి వచ్చిన ఇంపోర్టెడ్ బ్లూబెర్రీ అవే అక్కర్లేదు. మన బ్లాక్ గ్రేప్స్ కూడా చాలా మనకి తక్కువ కాస్ట్కే వచ్చేవి. అవన్నీ కూడా క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెంటివ్. యాక్చువల్లీ వాటిల్లో ఉన్న ఇవి మీకు క్యాన్సర్ ని బాగా ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తాయి. కాకపోతే పెస్టిసైడ్స్ ఎక్కువ కొడతారు కనుక వాటిని హాట్ వాటర్ లో యూ జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ సాల్ట్ అండ్ వాష్ ఇట్ థరోలీ. వామ్ వాటర్ లో వేసి సాల్ట్ వేసి కొంచెం క్లీన్ చేసుకొని తీసుకున్నట్లయితే ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు. సో యూ కెన్ టేక్ దాట్. నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ ప్లీజ్. అండ్ దెన్ పొమోగ్రనేట్, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ వైటమిన్ సి రిచ్. ఆమ్లా ఒకటి అండ్ పొమోగ్రనేట్ కానీ ఉసిరి ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీకు వాటిలో ఉండే అంటే రెస్పిరేటరీ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ కూడా రాకుండా ఉంటాయి. క్రూసిఫరస్ వెజిటబుల్స్ లో చూసినట్లయితే మీకు క్యాబేజ్, ఇప్పుడు బ్రాకోలీ ఇక్కడ కూడా బాగా దొరుకుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇది డార్క్ గ్రీన్ లీఫీ వెజిటబుల్స్. పాలకూర అదే చెప్పాను కదా, పాలకూర ఎనీ గ్రీన్ లీఫీ వెజిటబుల్ ఈస్ గుడ్. దట్ కంటైన్స్ గుడ్ పొటాషియం. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మినరల్స్ అన్ని కూడా బాగా దొరుకుతాయి దానిలోను. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్. వెజిటబుల్స్ లో సో బ్రాకోలీ దట్ హ్యాస్ గాట్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ అంటే మీకు దానిలో ఉండే ఇది మీకు క్యాన్సర్ ని ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తుంది. యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్స్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటాయి వీటన్నిటిలో కూడా. వెజిటబుల్స్ అన్నిటిలో కూడా యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్స్ అంటారు, అవి ఎక్కువగా ఉంటాయి. అవి క్యాన్సర్ ని ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తాయి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్. టొమాటోస్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ టొమాటోస్ లో ఉండే మనకి అంటే కుక్డ్ ఫామ్ లో తీసుకున్నట్లయితే వాటిలో ఉన్న యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్స్ బాగా రిలీజ్ అయ్యి మంచిది. రా కంటే కూడా కుక్డ్ ఫామ్, క్యారెట్ ఒకటి, టొమాటో ఒకటి. సో వాటిలోవి మీరు లైకోపిన్ ఉంటుంది. సో బ్రెస్ట్ క్యాన్సర్ ని ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా కొంచెం కుక్డ్ ఫామ్ లో తీసుకున్నట్లయితే మంచిది వాటిలోకి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్. యా, క్యారెట్స్ ఆల్సో బీటా కెరోటిన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది మనకి. జనరల్ గా వచ్చేది వైటమిన్ ఏ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో విచ్ ఇస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ద ఐస్. సో టేక్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ వెజిటబుల్స్. జనరల్ గా ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేసేది పొటాటోస్ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో అవన్నీ కాకుండా అన్ని కలర్ఫుల్ ఫ్రూట్స్ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేసినట్లయితే దట్ గివ్స్ గుడ్ న్యూట్రిషన్, వైటమిన్స్ అండ్ మినరల్ సప్లిమెంట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. బీటా కెరోటిన్ క్యారెట్ లో ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ గుడ్. యా, తీసుకోవచ్చు, తీసుకోకూడదని కాదు. యా, నో, రా జ్యూసెస్ అండ్ వెజిటబుల్స్ ఆర్ గుడ్. బట్ అంటే మీకు ఎస్పెషల్లీ నేను క్యాన్సర్స్ లో చెప్తున్నాను. క్యాన్సర్స్ లో మీకు యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్స్ ఎక్కువ రిలీజ్ అవ్వాలి అంటే కొన్ని కుక్డ్ ఫామ్ లో ఆల్రెడీ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ పీపుల్ కానీ కొంత సిక్నెస్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఈ ఫామ్ లో తీసుకుంటే బెటర్ ఉంటుంది. తీసుకోవచ్చు, మీరు రా తీసుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్. గార్లిక్ అండ్ టర్మరిక్. సో గార్లిక్ జనరల్ గా చాలా మంది గార్లిక్ యూజ్ చేయరు, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ద హార్ట్, గుడ్ ఫర్ ద క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెన్షన్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ స్పైస్. యూ కెన్ యూజ్ ఇట్. మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే దాన్ని అంటే మసాలాలాగా వేయించి చేస్తారో దట్ లూజెస్ ఇట్స్ మెడిసినల్ వాల్యూ. బట్ బాయిల్డ్ ఫామ్ లో మీరు సూప్స్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు జస్ట్ పుట్ జింజర్ అండ్ గార్లిక్ దానిలో వేసి బాయిల్ చేసి మిక్సీ వేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు, లేదా పీసెస్ గా అలా తీసుకున్నా కానీ ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ద హెల్త్. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద హెల్త్ ఇష్యూస్ గార్లిక్ వల్ల కూడా మీరు హార్ట్ కి బాగుంటుంది. కొలెస్ట్రాల్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ దాట్. బ్లడ్ ప్రెషర్ తగ్గుతుంది. సో ఇట్ యాక్ట్స్ అగైన్స్ ద క్యాన్సర్ ఆల్సో. అండ్ దిస్ టర్మరిక్ కూడా అంతే, యాంటీ ఫంగల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో గుడ్. అండ్ క్యాన్సర్ పేషెంట్స్ కి ఎస్పెషల్లీ మేము క్లియర్ గా చెప్తాం టర్మరిక్ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేయండి అని చెప్పి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో గుడ్ ఫర్ ద క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెన్షన్. మష్రూమ్స్ లో అంటే న్యాచురల్వి మనకి దొరికితే ఇట్ ఈస్ గుడ్. దొరకవు అంటే వర్షాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు రైనీ సీజన్ లో యూ గెట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద విలేజెస్ సైడ్, బట్ హియర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. ఈవెన్ దీస్ మష్రూమ్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ గుడ్. అండ్ ఇది కూడా అంతే, క్యాన్సర్ ప్రివెంటివ్, క్యాన్సర్ యాంటీ క్యాన్సరస్ ఏజెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో రెగ్యులర్ గా ప్రోటీన్, సారీ, వెజిటేరియన్స్ ఎక్కువ వరకు మష్రూమ్ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. పన్నీర్ ఒకటి, మష్రూమ్ ఒకటి, హై ప్రోటీన్ ఫుడ్స్ అండ్ యాంటీ క్యాన్సరస్ ఫుడ్స్. సో యూ కెన్ టేక్ దాట్. అండ్ కాలే అంటే మీకు చామకూర ఉంటుంది కదా, చామకూర ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ గుడ్. యూజువల్ గా మనం యూజ్ చేయము చామ ఆకులు, సో అది కూడా ఇట్ ఈస్ యాంటీ క్యాన్సరస్ లీవ్స్. స్పినాచ్, పాలకూర ఒకటి, ఇవన్నీ కూడా మంచిది. మెగ్నీషియం ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. జనరల్ గా మీకు పపాయ షో కిడ్స్ కి వచ్చేది, అది స్పినాచ్ తీసుకోగానే ఇమీడియట్ గా ఎనర్జీ వస్తుంది. సో మెగ్నీషియం ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, సో మినరల్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఆకుకూరల్లో వాటిల్లో, సో అది మంచిది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్. గ్రీన్ టీ, హెర్బల్ టీ. సో మేము క్యాన్సర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ లో throughout the COVID time, we have given all herbal tea, because naturopathy wing, we were not working like that, like for complete ga treatments anni mavi personal ga untai kabatti we were not working that time. So whole hospital we have 2000 staff. So every day we were giving herbal tea, not only tulasi, pudina, and then ginger okati దానిలో వేసేవి, దాల్చిన చెక్క, లవంగాలు, జీరా, సొంటి, ఇవన్నీ రెగ్యులర్గా చేసిన హెర్బల్ టీ. అండ్ వీ కెన్ సే ప్రౌడ్లీ అవర్ హాస్పిటల్ ఫస్ట్ కోవిడ్ టైంలో ఆల్మోస్ట్ టోటల్ 2000 స్టాఫ్ ఉంటే అబౌట్ 50-60 members ఓన్లీ మీ వర్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ విత్ కోవిడ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 2000 people. సో ఎవ్రీ డే వీ వర్ గివింగ్ దాట్. Hardly that too, surgeons and nursing people who were good, much interacting with the patients, they were affected. The other staff, they were not affected at all. So regularly we were, especially madam made us to do that, giving the herbal tea to everyone. That's a good protection. No preparation I have not given, but I told you the same thing, like I've given the ingredients now. So you can do that. Next one, please. Yeah, tulasi, pudina, everything in that way. Tulasi, pudina, and then all these leaves. So you can put it and then make it, you can do it, you can make it into powder, all that. And then while boiling, you can add all these leaves. Jaggery if you want to, or honey, you can add it. Next, Amma. Next one, please. Wheat grass. Garampa. Yeah, you can put it, no problem. Not very hot, warm water. Warm water you can take it. Wheat grass is very good for the breast cancer people actually. So that also can be. Most of the diets what I've given is these all are cancer preventive diets. As well, it is good for the health also. Next one. Yeah. Minimize the consumption of maida, sugar, white hazards. I think even if you say white hazards, anni kuda salt, sugar and maida, all these things can be reduced to minimize the thing. Next one. Yeah. So you have to have every day 1 hour of exercise. I just stopped it with 2. First water, then 2 meals a day, 2 cooked meals a day. Every day 1 hour of exercise, and then pray and meditation. Since you are in this one, every day you'll have the meditation. You know the Ashtanga yoga, it's yama niyamas. That's like you follow the principles of life, all that, and then it comes yoga, like asanas. Asanas are very important. Many of you, though you are doing the meditation, that keeps you relaxation, and you'll have lot of relaxation, and the other psychological problems or stress problems may not be facing. But most of you, I've noticed, anyone will end up with, after the age, diabetes gani, hypertension, knee pains, back pains, ivanni common ga untai. So in Ashtanga yoga itself, they say that for physical fitness, physical body, you need asanas. Any type of exercise you can do it. But in walking and ఇవన్నీ చేసినప్పుడు మీరు బ్రీతింగ్ కంట్రోల్ ఉండదు, కోఆర్డినేషన్ ఉండదు. So when you are doing the yoga, each and every asana has got the coordination of breathing with it. So ఆ posture లో తీసుకున్నప్పుడు, suppose if you take భుజంగాసన్ ఆర్ ధనురాసన ఇవి చేస్తారు, అవన్నీ కూడా మీరు బ్రీత్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు అబ్డామినల్ ఆర్గాన్స్ అన్నిటికీ కూడా హోల్డ్ చేస్తారు. సో దట్ గివ్స్ గుడ్ సర్క్యులేషన్ టు ది ఇంటర్నల్ ఆర్గాన్స్. సో యోగాసనాస్ ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ గుడ్. వన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ లర్న్, యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్. ఎనీ ప్లేస్, ఎనీవేర్. వాకింగ్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో, యూ హ్యావ్ టు చూస్ ద ప్లేస్. ఎనీ ఎక్సర్సైజ్, జిమ్స్ అలా వెళ్ళినా కూడా మీరు చూసుకోవాలి. యోగా ఒక్కసారి నేర్చుకున్నారంటే ఫర్ లైఫ్ టైమ్ యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్. Especially for knee pains, back pains, everything asanas can give you very good relief. Though you are doing the meditation, that gives you the relaxation, but for physical body, you need to do the exercise. Every day, minimum 1 hour of exercise keeps you fit. When you are healthy, the other things will be fall in place. Though if you are doing, I've seen most of people, some of the people are suffering with the knee pains, I think walking difficulties and everything. So if you do exercises, the flexibility will be good. మీకు ఆసనాస్ అవి చేసినప్పుడే మీకు నీ అంత బాడీ ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ ఉంటుంది. సో కంపల్సరీ మీకు రెగ్యులర్గా యోగా చేసినట్లయితే ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ గుడ్. అండ్ దెన్ ప్రేయర్, మెడిటేషన్, యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ మెడిటేషన్. అండ్ ఫాస్ట్ వన్స్ ఇన్ ఎ వీక్. 5 health principles లో ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ minimum 3 liters of water. Take 2 cooked meals. 1 meal should be with the fruits and vegetables. Third one is every day 1 hour of exercise. And the fourth one is fast once in a week. So every machine and every office has got a holiday. Like we are getting holiday for ourselves. So let us give the system for it's a biological machine. So we have to give rest to our body also. Fasting, depending on the age. Like youngsters can do with the lime and honey, about 4 to 6 glasses of per day, you can have it. And if you are not able to withstand, you can go with the juices. At least for elders, you can take coconut water, fruit juices. These things can be maintained. If it is not possible, go with the fruits. That's all, not the cooked diet. Try to be on uncooked diet. If you can do it, you can do fasting, total fasting without water. It is not good. Of course, religiously people are saying that many, I don't want to mention the religions, but of course that's their faith and everything. But as per the science, body needs water. Without that, if you are taking the ketone bodies will be developed and you will develop headache without taking the water. So you have to take it with water only. If you have to fast with water. If you drink plenty of water, you are eliminating the toxins from the body. So water is required when you're doing the fasting. Even plain water fast, you can do it, but drink plenty of water that day and eliminate your toxins from the body. That is the main motto. So that can be done. So if you follow all these 5 health principles, you can prevent lot of diseases. Intermittent fasting is also okay, like 8 hours if you are taking. Previously, people used to take lunch meals by 9 o'clock and evening by 5 o'clock. Suryastama, before sunset, people used to take the diet. That's within span of 8 hours they're eating. And next day, 9 o'clock only, they'll have the food. So that's like, it's not the new one. It is coming up in the intermittent fasting. In our Nature Cure hospital where I studied, our lunch brunch, that is by 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they used to give us lunch. Evening dinner is 5 o'clock. In between, we don't have anything. And till next day morning, we don't have anything. We used to be on 2 meals. Yeah, if you want, you can have green tea. Green tea is good. So that can be followed. Not a single meal is, we don't advise at all. For any age group, have 2 meals. And you can have fruits in between in those meals and give that gap. That is good. That can be followed. Any doubts on health or anything, you can. I think it's already 8 o'clock if you have time. And in Nature Cure, we treat the cases only with Panchabhutas, 5 health principles with 5 health treatments, like water treatments. Lot of water treatments are there, which is good for the health. So which will improve the circulation, different type of tub baths and everything we have. So that's in different temperatures. Suppose if you have back pain, we have spinal bath, which has got with warm water, like we give the pain. So hot water spinal bath will relieve the pains of it. And even for the knee pains, we'll have hot and cold packs, mud packs to the knees, that will relieve the inflammation from the thing and reduces the heat. So it will reduce. These are most of the naturopathy treatments are, you can follow it at home. Suppose when you're having the overheat or gastric problems and all, so just put up a cold napkin on your abdomen. That gives very good relief. 10 minutes. And if you have urinary, like if you have infections and all, that time you'll have a lot of problems. So if you put a cold pack on your abdomen for 3 to 4 times a day, of course, if it is if you have severe infection, you can go for the medication. Along with that, if you follow this, definitely it gives very good relief. Knee pains, actually, you need to do the exercise. Knee exercises are required. And as I said, you can have a lot of hot, cold packs, mud packs, actually. Black clay, we use it for that. And sun rays, earth, water, sunlight, and ether. As I told you, this fasting. So all these things, we use it for the treatments purposes. So, no, it is good for anti-cancerous, and it is, no, in general, it is good, because after 40, 50 years, so it is good for the everyday taking flaxseed is good. Bone pain ki we have to say, vitamin D and calcium is very lacking for nowadays for everyone. So you have to take lot of calcium rich diets for bone pains and everything. Madam Ostara, any doubts, anything you can? No, take it. Yeah. Okay. 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 No. మేడం ఇక్కడికే రండి, కాదు కొన్ని మీకు జస్ట్ క్లారిఫై చేయడానికి. Diet will not, like we are not saying that it will cure the cancer, but it will protect from the increasing it and spreading out and everything that can be prevented, but following all these diets and health principles.
See what happens, like no, cancer main character is it can trigger anytime. It can recur anytime. So what we tell anybody, like even if sometimes the patient, even in the early stages, like surgery is done and all, but we tell them annual checkup is a must. So initially they may call you, they may call the patient once in 3 months, once in 6 months. Then we say every year. Sometimes after 5 years, but even then, second cancer can occur anytime. But we don't want to tell everyone that. We don't want people to live in fear. But again, you have to be cautious. And then the treatment modalities, cancer though it is a simple word, but there are many types of cancer. Even in breast cancer alone, the cell types are different. Now the staging, like the science is advancing, but today they are able to pinpoint at the level for which patient, which medicine may be suitable. See, we have seen in the families, known families also, like the mother is alive, elderly lady, her mother's elder sister, we treated, she is alive. But unfortunately, my aunt, who is much younger, she developed breast cancer. She came, but the stage or the cell type was different. But with that, we can't lose hope, is it not? We are always optimistic. We have seen patients like when we did camps in a remote villages and all, there are young widows. There was a lady with 3 children, husband died of HIV. And then she said, I feel like committing suicide. We talk personally. I used to go to all camps. Now maybe my age is not permitting. Still I come like this. Then I said, no, you come. I said, you will see your grandchild. So today I told like I was telling her, she came with her daughter and grandchild after 15 years. Amma meer cheppara roju vachana. So the hope keeps you on and the science helps you. Is it not? I told, they come for checkup. I have changed my department. I changed my building. But they search, the old patient, they search and come and say, we are alive. We have seen bank officers with colostomy. He said, how I'll go to office? Colostomy means when colon cancer is done, they remove a part of the colon rectum, they put an outlet. So they put a bag. He screamed, he said, he will commit suicide, that board and all. I used to make a round. I was the first medical superintendent, so I used to make round, talk to them. And then one day, recently, from the back, he was shouting, even, Dr. Garu. I said, I don't. He said, Gurtupatar, I am so and so. I retired after 7. He completed his tenure in the bank and retired. And he's coming for checkup. But they come for checkup. Because, yes, in between he developed secondaries in the liver. We treated him. So like diabetes, the treatment carries on. Heart problem, treatment carries on. Asthma, treatment carries on. BP, unfortunately, once the disease comes, you have to live with it, fight it, and then carry on. Is there any permanent cure for diabetes? No. But see, when a proper diet management, drug management, and stick to always एक ही doctor के साथ जाइए. Whomever you believe, talk to, ask your doubts. Some people say, they change doctors and come back to us. We feel sad. But see, anxiety ऐसा होता है कि ना कोई बोला कि वो डॉक्टर चाहे वो हॉस्पिटल चाहे वो घूमते आते. But I always say, believe in one God, believe in one doctor, believe in yourself. The emotional support is essential for a cancer patient. Bharosa, family members का support is very essential. Financial support, बहुत पैसा भी चाहिए क्योंकि एक दिन का इलाज नहीं. Sometimes we do surgery, then they go for chemo, then we may have radiation. Sometimes they may get it. But hope keeps you on, is it not? So the family support is essential. Unfortunately, किसी को cancer diagnosis हो गया, पहले हफ्ता पूरा रिश्तेदार आ जाते हैं. सब बैठ के क्या बात करता है, फलाना वाला ऐसा मर गया, फलाना वाला 3rd stage है, फलाना 4th stage है. See, this is the worst thing. And the patient को बाहर के अंदर आ जाते हैं, मैडम कौन सा स्टेज है? So I said, I don't know. See, if you want to help, help. No group discussions. I always tell the patient also, when somebody comes, I said, कोई जरूरत नहीं है आप सारे रिश्तेदार को बताने के लिए. You tell your whom you depend, whether it is your husband, your wife, your children, father, mother. Bas, that's all. End of the story. Because this demoralizes them. So you have to give a positive encouragement. Okay? Like I told, somebody lived 15 years. But see, we had seen a young girl who was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer seen in the younger age group also, unfortunately. She was in the just BTech second year. We did the chemo, she had surgery and all. Now she came back one day. Almost now I'm in the hospital last 22 years. So I know everyone. I mean, whom I had seen, not that I know everyone. So she said, Auntie, do you remember me? She's in Australia working. And I'll tell you another incident. Why I'm telling you, you may spread the message. Like I know the names, but ethics, we won't tell the names of the patients. This boy had a bone cancer, osteosarcoma, and when he is in before 10th exams. And they have to chop off the limb. There is no option. You have to decide, let go. Amputation, because life or limb, we say sometimes. No science developed. Now they have process relaxer. But certain times somebody, so you can imagine the trauma the parents undergone, the boy and 10th class. So I used to make rounds. I used to talk to him. I said, no, your exams are coming. You at least do maths and all. I took the books. He threw it on my face. Because I know uska man mein kitna enta baad undi, kopam undi. But no, like I used to go. I know his name now also. So then I told, the date was over, but we wrote to the DEO. I said, hall ticket bharaya. He passed his 10th class in first class. Then I told him, you go for the computers. Take something for the inter. And they're from a lower middle class. Ek do ekar hai kahin Telangana mein. Then he said, no, I'll become a doctor. I felt very sad in the mind because medicine padna, you have to go around the wards, you have to go the climbs. There are a lot of physical activities required for medical people, medicine as a nurse or a doctor. Then I told Niku, why don't you do computer sciences, software is developing. He said, no. Then coaching, coaching, how many cost lakhs of rupees? Those days our chairman Kodelagar was there. I said, sir, you could write a recommendation letter. We wrote it to the training and he undergone the training and he got his medical seat in Andhra Medical College. He applied for his artificial limb. We fought through CM Relief Fund. We fought through GVK Fund. And then one day suddenly, in between I didn't see him for years. Suddenly he walked into my room. He said, I passed my MBBS. So I cried. He also hugged me. He has grown tall. See, life goes on. Then only, he told one more thing also. No, my mother is forcing me to marry, but I'll marry a lady who knows the diagnosis. But there are certain cancers like these bone cancers. We say locally malignant. Once they are removed in time, treated properly, they live a long, normal span of life. Now he got a government job. So life goes on, is it not? Thank you. Only when the family, like you said, 2-3 members, you have to be little alert. See the doctor. That's all.
Yeah, for any health issues, we have attached to the Basavatarpam Cancer Hospital, Add Life. That is in intention of prevention of the diseases. So promotion of health. So that's the main motto of the Add Life. We have naturopathy, yoga, Ayurveda, and health cup for the youngsters. So for any health issues, it's a preventive aspect. Once if you come and take the guidance with us, of course, if you want, sometimes we are ready to come and explain about it. But if you come for the treatments and everything, so easily you can treat most of the cases without medication and correct your lifestyle and get into that. That's the main motto of the Add Life. So you're free to consult us any time in Ad Life for any health issues. No age group. That's what. Anybody can come. We have people of even 85, 90 years of people who are coming regularly for the treatments. Engage. Yes. From yoga, we start from 6 years onwards. So like that, they come for even the treatments. It is in Banjara Hills, attached to Basavatarko Indo-American Cancer Hospital. KBR Park. Basavatarko Cancer Hospital undi kada, just attached to that, part of Ad Life is part of. Naresh, brochures ఇవ్వండి అందరికి. So అయ్యో
See, the October is
the reason for choosing this is because all of you are practicing meditation. So if you add all these things, natural diets like yoga and following the health principles, easily you can correct yourself because you are people who are spreading it out, and you can convey the message to the public that following natural things can prevent your all the diseases and you can be healthy just for the wellness sake. That's why we have chosen your organization.
so to spread the awareness, no, like each month is identified for certain cancer. October is observed as a breast cancer awareness month all over the world. So we conduct a camp within the premises. Now we put in the Ad Life, 5th to 20th, 10 to 1 o'clock. So any lady can. The screening is for apparently healthy lady, जिसको कोई symptom नहीं है, कोई complaint नहीं है, वो लोग आना है screening के लिए. So the screening facilities are there. You can tell 10 to 1 o'clock on working days. Okay. 20th October. Okay.
This is general Ad Life.
Okay, can we go now?